Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and we now have part 2 of Amber Heard's full interview from the Today Show, and I got to give Meredith Vieira props. We're going to watch it. She actually does put the pressure on in this one, and it gets spicy. So bravo. I wish it would have gotten spicier, but I got to say, it did show some fireworks, in my opinion. Also, Amber really backs herself into a couple corners, so we're going to break this down together. Let's start this off.
Text message where Johnny promises total global humiliation for you. Do you feel like that came true?
Action!
Jeez. I know he promised it. I testified to this. I'm not a good victim, I get it. I'm not a likable victim. I'm not a perfect victim, but...
Wait a second. Wait, sorry. I don't mean to pause, but wait a second.
You wanted to be seen, excuse me, as a noble victim of domestic violence,
I
didn't
have
you?
never wanted to be seen as a victim. Nor have I ever called myself one.
Do I gotta play that back one more time? Cause I'm confused here.
I know he promised it. I testified to this. I'm not a good victim, I get it. I'm not a likable victim. I'm not a perfect victim.
But you're now a victim, and you're saying it. Okay, just
when
so
I
we're
testified, I asked the jury to just see me as human and hear his own words, which is a promise to do this. It feels as though he has.
Amber Heard reflecting on
It
the ripple
feels
effects
as
of her
though he
tumultuous
has.
trial with Johnny Depp. Having been found liable, are you nervous as we are here today about
She should be.
what you can say now?
Of course, I took for granted what I assumed was my right to speak.
Do you feel like you
The
could be
right to
sued again
lie.
by him for defamation?
Sorry.
I'm scared.
She asked, do you feel like you're scared? He'll be suing again, and Amber's saying, I'm scared.
That no matter what I do, no matter what I say or how I say it, every step that I take will present another opportunity for this sort of silencing, which is what I guess a defamation lawsuit is meant to do. It's meant to take your voice.
But Amber
So
is
funny,
still
isn't it?
speaking just days after a jury stunned many and found the actress defamed Depp in an op-ed where she said she was a public figure representing domestic abuse. The piece, which never mentioned Depp by name, was published 2 years after the couple announced they had settled their divorce. Life had seemingly moved on, and you decide to write an op-ed. Why did you do that?
Because the op-ed wasn't about my relationship with Johnny.
Yeah, you dumb cow.
But it alluded to
Yes.
him.
Yes.
It was unmistakable.
You know, what the op-ed was about was...
Let me educate you, Savannah.
You know, me loaning my voice to a bigger cultural conversation that we were having at the time.
Did you worry? Gosh, I'd love to be a person weighing in on these cultural issues, but that's going to stir this all up again.
I obviously knew it was important for me not to make it about him or to do anything like defame him. I had lawyers, teams of lawyers,
You should ask-
review all the drafts of this.
You should ask for a refund from those lawyers, Amber.
When you wrote this op-ed, it was the height of Me Too. Legions of powerful men being canceled, losing their jobs. Did you want that to happen to Johnny Depp?
Of course not. Of course not. It wasn't about him.
But the op-ed and the abuse alleged was at the
Who
heart
believes her there? My God, this woman.
of the 6-week trial.
Just pulls his arm back with the
Restraining order, cameras capture.
This was a hoax, is according to his team. Why didn't I cooperate with the police? As I've testified before, and I will stand by until my dying day, I didn't want to cooperate with them.
Yeah, well, because you were trying to shake Johnny for more money. Let's call it for what it is, Amber. And I wish Savannah had actually done it. Yeah, you when you didn't get your money and the amount. What did you want? The Range Rover and free lifetime penthouses for you and your friends, and the money, $50,000 or something crazy a month. When you didn't get that, then suddenly, I got to get a TRO.
I didn't want this to be out. I didn't want this to be known. I didn't want to cooperate with them because I didn't want this to be, I didn't want to get him in trouble. If it was a hoax, I could have done that.
But 5 days later, you went to court and it came out.
5 days later, I made the decision to stand up for myself and protect myself. You can't get a restraining order in private, which of course I didn't understand the night when the cops were called.
You actually can. She didn't have to go and do the big show she did at the courthouse. She really didn't. That was a complete PR stunt.
An employee of TMZ testified at court and said that TMZ was tipped off about when you were going to be going to the courthouse and on what side of your face bruises would be apparent. Did you tip off TMZ?
I was going to say, he certainly didn't get tipped off by me or anyone in my...
Did anyone tip off TMZ?
Why would they? No.
You asked...
Why would they? I mean, why would they? Because you are getting this public attention and PR battle in your divorce. And who else would tip them off? Johnny's going to tip them off? Oh, please go see my wife like this. She wouldn't even know what's happening. Who else would have tipped them off? And TMZ is just making this up now. I mean, this is absurd. If you watch the videos, like, it's so clear TMZ's always getting tipped off by Amber Heard. She's leaking stuff to them.
No one to do that.
As I testified to before, it had nothing to do with me.
They're different.
But she keeps saying, like, she knows her people didn't do it. That's also just such an overconfident lie. How could you know that? What if your team did do it? I mean, someone on your team had to have done it. And I would have blamed my team and be like, look, I didn't have anything to do with that. Someone on my team may have been overeager, and I don't know. They are telling me they didn't, but I know I didn't do it. And that would have been a little bit more believable, you know what I mean? But she's so overly confident, she can't help herself.
Different incidents that you testified to, and the Depp legal team would put up pictures of you publicly right after that or in the days following and saying that why are there no bruises?
Again, it's that thing. If you have bruising, if you have injuries, it's fake. If you don't have any, then you weren't injured.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened to you. That's exactly what happened to you because you detailed that you had them and then you didn't have them, Amber.
You had promised to donate the $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity. It was revealed at trial that you haven't done so yet. However, they played a tape where you stayed on the air that you have donated it. Do you think that raised questions as to your credibility with the jury?
Mm-hmm.
I made a pledge, and that pledge is made over time by its nature. And
when you say I donated, you know that everybody thinks that you've donated it, not that you've pledged it. So for the jurors sitting there, do you think they felt like that was you getting caught in a lie?
Basically, she's saying you're lying, Amber. Why do you keep lying to me?
I don't know, because I feel like so much of the trial was meant to cast aspersions on who I am as a human, my credibility, to call me a liar in every way you can. And
that was the trial. It was a credibility contest.
And
that was it.
This is another one of the examples where if you pull back and you think about it, I shouldn't have to have donated it in an effort to be believed. I shouldn't have had to earmark the entirety of that in order to have
You shouldn't have, but once you said you did.
Right, which is where it was intended to go.
Heard's
this woman, I can't even. She's caught. She is caught there. And again, like I said, props. Savannah really grilled her on that one and kept pushing. And she couldn't get out of that one. And she's trying to spin it. We're going to break it down more live at 1. Let's continue. But that one was very telling.
says she still plans to honor that pledge. How do you see your future now?
I get to be a mom, like full time.
Now, I'm pausing a lot because I got to offer commentary if you're annoyed. But notice the Instagram Amber Heard. This is how someone like Amber Heard can get paid, by licensing these photos to the Today Show. They can't pay her directly, but they can license things. So anybody who's wondering, did she get paid? We don't have proof yet. Speculation saying $100,000 to $500,000 are sort of the guesses based on producers and people I've spoken to privately is usually what this might cost. It could be more, but that's how they get it. private jets, etc., other promises, and then licensing footage, and you're going to see her photos here. If I get to be a mom, I get to hold my baby like a prop.
You know, where I'm not having to juggle calls with lawyers.
One day you may
So she's not appealing? She doesn't have to. She gets to be a mom and not juggle calls. So I guess you're not appealing then?
want to tell your daughter about this or have to tell your daughter about everything that you've gone through. What would you want to say?
I think no matter what, it will mean something. I did the right thing. I did everything I could to stand up for myself and the truth.
Heard and Depp's volatile relationship lasted just 4 years. Depp confirming his engagement to me on Today in 2014.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
He looks so
Yeah,
smitten.
very.
Look at this.
She's a wonderful girl. She's sharp as a tack. You know, wonderful. You know, Southern belle and sweet as can be, and very good for me. You know.
Poor guy had no idea.
On the first day of the trial, you issued a statement, and part of the statement said, "I still have love for Johnny."
Yes.
Is that still true?
Yes.
After everything?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love him. I loved him with all my heart. And I tried the best I could to make a deeply broken relationship work. And I couldn't. I have no bad feelings or ill will towards him at all.
What?
I know that might be hard to understand, or it might be really easy to understand. If you've just never loved anyone, it should be easy.
What? I still love him. I have no. Again, another lie. If you see her faces and eye rolls throughout the whole trial, she clearly has animosity towards him. So she just can't help herself. And this to me is a shot at Johnny. There's so many things that she's doing in this interview that I think are to get Johnny, because she's assuming Johnny's going to watch it. And I wonder if Johnny will watch at this point. Maybe if I were him, I would just have my friends update me. Like, what do I need to know? What did she say this time? Rather than actually have to stare at that face and those eyes and the voice again. It would be just too infuriating for me. Yeah, that's what I do. And I've had some people try to come at me with these idiotic live videos in my past, and I just don't watch them. I have people watch them for me, because otherwise I get too angry, and I can't imagine he would feel the same. So he's guessing he gets notes, but she's trying to clearly tell him things. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you guys agree? What do you think? I got so much more to break down, but I want to clip this for you so you can see part 2 in its entirety. Here it is. What do you guys think? Did you think Savannah got a little spicier? Good on her, right? In the meanwhile, make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, smash that like button as well, and leave a comment. We got more to cover in this case as it happens, but also lots more stuff. I'd love for you guys to stay tuned and watch with us. In fact, we're live every day around 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you'll join us and become part of the Popcorn Planeteers. Oh, that's not the button. I thought I had the button. Go Planet! I just did it myself manually. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. We'll be back live today at 1. I'll put the link down below pinned. It'll be there when I have the link ready. Join our live show. Be part of the community. Love you guys.